turns out I actually left it in the tree. So I was able to get the SD card, brand new batteries in there, and she should be taking pictures. This is about, I'd say, 300 yards from where I killed that 7-point last year. I got some corn out here. I won't actually be sitting here. This is more just for documenting what kind of deer I got back here. And I really don't plan on hunting this until probably into the rut, probably into November. So, because right now there's a bunch of beans and everything up on the other side of my property, and they've got like I said, they got beans and everything. So I know they'll be eating on that until they absolutely have to come back here. But this is a pond. I had some work done on my property for my house that I'm wanting to build. And this pond here, it was a spring, and we brought that equipment down here real quick to open it up. And I tried to take the boys swimming back here, but they weren't a big fan of that. But anyway, we're going to try to get this down eventually when we get another rental. But anyway, it's been a nice water source for the deer. I think they've enjoyed the change. You know, they've enjoyed having this here. But anyway, I want to go back there and grab my stands. That over there is not my property. And I don't got permission to hunt it, so I had to stay away. This is the trail I use to get into here on most days if the wind's right. And it goes down through here and goes back to the very back of the property, which is boundaried by a little river. So, but this thick, nasty stuff. I usually see deer in here. I have not been back here all year. This is my first time going back to look at these two stands that I have set up and see where the deer activities are and how things are looking. The other day, and I've only got just about 20 acres here to hunt, and but like in that bean field up the road, we've seen about 14 deer. My dad did, and they do come back here, but it's usually later. So I just want to see what's going on back here anyway. Never know. The joys of South Carolina deer hunting is copperheads and these spiders that will not. Anytime there's an opening in the trail, man, they throw a net across. About the most frustrating thing. And I do not like spiders or snakes, so. But you get that spider web wrapped around your face and you start freaking out, trying to figure out where the spider is that made the web. Why I feel like we've been able to have success back here on this property, even though it's just 20 acres, and we have that bean field, and then there's a bunch of oaks behind me up on top, and then back over here is the river right here, a couple, maybe 60 yards or so up that way. But this is really a bedding area for these doe and also the bucks. But the does, this is where they come to lay down. I'm about to get into it, and you'll see how thick it is. I shot that 7-point probably 100 yards down the river, directly down the river that way. And what I would do sometimes, and depending on the wind, which it's not moving right now, obviously, it's so warm. But this is one of my entry points up behind me coming in, and then I got another one on the other side of the property that I'll come in there. But a lot of times what I'll do, especially when the deer are really, really heavy in here, is I'll come down to this river, and I've got my old Redhead waterproof boots on, and the river's not very deep, but I'll just walk down to the river, and I'll walk into it and allow that current just to wash me down, really, and I'll come back up on top of the bank. But I've been able to kill a handful of deer back here, including that buck last year. That was the first buck I've taken on this property, which I've only lived back here for. I've only been living and hunting back here for about 3 years. So, but that's why I think I'm able to kill these deer back here, or even get an opportunity at them, is because this is their bedroom back here, and they love it. You can't really touch them. We're walking back down the trail to get put a block out here, and watching our step, because it is a copperhead season. Just had a person close to the family get tagged the other day by one, and of course he's okay, but still not something you want to have to go through and run up and get all the medicines put into your body. But anyway, the camera's been out here for another week. It's September the 17th, so I should be able to get going hunting here after a while. This is just behind the house. This is my behind the house spot. See them tracks and things. It's always, I love seeing that. And the corn is all eat up. So I'm gonna drop this block. Got my camera. Gonna put this block out, this buck block thing. And I might even go ahead and set up a stand today and get ready and contemplating going tomorrow morning. I'm gonna look at the weather and kind of see what that's supposed to. We're kind of have a little bit of overcast, so it might rain, but I'm gonna go ahead and check it anyway. And it should have some deer on the camera. So excited to see that. So got some deer on the camera. Nothing to write home about. But got a couple young bucks. There's a little 4, looks like either a 4 or 3. Which is probably just his first year getting some antlers on him. Got him, and then got some good fawns, couple doe, and I'm glad to see these fawns because they just with coyotes and different things like that. But got some good sized doe on here. There's him back again, kind of like nice close up there. But like if I can let him grow back there, just hang out. There he is again. That fawn. Some squirrels. There he's back again. And then this was really cool to see. 1, 2, 3. 3 fawns. Got some does. Another doe. So like I said, always glad to see fawns on the camera. Glad they can make it. But they're enjoying that corn. Let me see what else we got here. Coming back, and this is all between 5 and 7 p.m. So that was on the 11th, Saturday. And, I love those close-ups. Let's see what else we got. And this is the last one I got for the evening, and we got some raccoons on there, a bunch of them. They've also been finding their way up to my house and getting into my dog's food. So this right here was really cool too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 of them. And I think some of them still might be those fawns, but it's hard to tell. But that's a good looking deer right there. That big old doe. See how big she is. Big old chunker right there. I'd shoot that one for sure. Get some good meat on the table anyway. But that's all I had. That's at 6 in the morning there. So some good hours they're keeping back there. So maybe I'll be able to get some venison in the freezer pretty early in the season. This used to be